Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The Chicken Sisters cast has made something very clear. This isn't just a short-lived project. It's something they feel could continue for years. When the stars of the show speak about their experience, there's a kind of enthusiasm that doesn't feel manufactured. They aren't just showing up for a paycheck. They're living inside this world and loving every moment of it. That's rare. We've all seen productions where the cast is polite but clearly ready to move on after a season or two. But here, the energy is different. The Chicken Sisters seems to have struck a balance between heart, humor, and authenticity, and that's why the actors insist they could shoot the show forever. Think about what it takes for performers to make a statement like that. Filming can be grueling, with long days, countless retakes, and the weight of expectations. Yet the stars describe their time on set as something joyful, even nourishing. That kind of passion usually comes when the storytelling feels fresh, the characters continue to evolve, and the audience response feeds the momentum. The Chicken Sisters have all of that. Hallmark has built its reputation on feel-good programming, but this show adds another layer by blending small-town quirks, family dynamics, and a sense of playful rivalry that keeps both cast and viewers hooked. It's not just about shooting a series, it's about creating an environment where the cast feels at home. The actors have pointed out that the chemistry between them is more like family than coworkers. They don't leave the set and breathe a sigh of relief. They stay connected, laughing and brainstorming ideas, even when the cameras aren't rolling. That's the type of dynamic that gives a show longevity. Audiences pick up on it too. When you watch an ensemble that clearly enjoys being together, it radiates on screen. And the Chicken Sisters has that rare spark, where you can almost feel the friendships forming beyond the script. The stars' insistence that they want to shoot forever isn't just flattery toward the production, it's a declaration of belonging. Hallmark's projects often capture the charm of tradition, family, and comfort. This show goes even further by turning those values into a living, breathing community. The rivalry at the heart of the Chicken Sisters might seem simple on paper, but the way it unfolds makes it endlessly entertaining. Each episode adds new shades of humor, a fresh twist in relationships, and a rhythm that could carry on for as many seasons as the network is willing to give. When actors advocate for their series, it sends a signal. They aren't obligated to champion it beyond the press tours. But when you hear them talk about wanting to keep filming indefinitely, you sense the pride they have in the work. They're not angling for future roles or using this as a stepping stone. They're telling us that they see themselves in this project long-term. That is the dream for any studio, to have a cast that not only performs brilliantly, but also genuinely craves more time in the story world. The Chicken Sisters also offer something that feels sustainable. Many shows burn bright for a season or two, then exhaust their premise. But the world built here has depth. Small towns evolve, families feud and reconcile, traditions clash with new ideas. That's a well that doesn't run dry. The stars clearly sense that. Their enthusiasm stems from knowing that each script doesn't just recycle the same beats, it expands the tapestry. It gives them material they can sink their teeth into, something to look forward to when they walk back on set. Hallmark fans already thrive on consistency. They tune in for that familiar sense of warmth, but they also want new stories that surprise them. The Chicken Sisters manages to give both. It's recognizable enough to feel comfortable but unique enough to spark anticipation week after week. The actors saying they want to film forever is another way of assuring the audience that this is not a temporary delight. It's a show that could be part of Hallmark's legacy, growing season after season. If you look closer at the comments from the stars, you'll notice the emotion in their words. They don't just say they like working together, they talk about needing to keep the show alive. That word, need, is powerful. It's not casual. It suggests that what they're experiencing on set is deeply fulfilling. That kind of investment translates into performances that shine, because the actors aren't phoning it in. They're fully engaged, and they want the chance to keep building on the characters they've created. Fans respond to that commitment. Viewers can tell when a cast is checked out. But here, the bond is undeniable. Fans see the fun, the warmth, and the mischief in the performances, and they want more. It creates a cycle. The cast is energized by fan enthusiasm, and fans are energized by the cast's joy. That feedback loop is what keeps shows alive far longer than the industry might expect. It's important to remember that television is as much about energy as it is about plot. A mediocre premise can survive if the cast chemistry is electric, and a brilliant premise can fail if the cast lacks spark. The Chicken Sisters has both. The premise is engaging, and the chemistry is off the charts. That's why the actors' call to shoot forever feels less like a soundbite and more like a promise. They're declaring that this story still has chapters left to tell, and they want to be there for all of them. The truth is, fans probably agree. The Chicken Sisters has that comfort watch quality where you can imagine revisiting it year after year, almost like a tradition. And the more the cast throws themselves into the experience, the richer the series becomes. Hallmark has stumbled onto something special, and the actors' insistence on continuing is a sign that the potential here is far from tapped out. Even when you think about the title itself, The Chicken Sisters, it carries a playfulness that promises longevity. The name alone hints at humor, rivalry, and a certain timeless charm. It's not a story that needs to end quickly. It's a story that could branch in countless directions. And the stars clearly see that. They understand that the brand, the tone, and the relationships give them room to keep growing without exhausting the audience. The call to keep shooting forever is also a subtle message to Hallmark itself. It's the cast saying, "We're committed. We'll keep showing up. We're ready for as many seasons as you'll greenlight." That kind of loyalty is invaluable for a network. When actors are this enthusiastic, it reassures executives that the show isn't just a fleeting commitment but a stable, long-term opportunity. And for fans, it's an exciting promise that this could be a staple of Hallmark programming for years. The stars' perspective matters because they're the ones living this experience day in and day out. If they say they can imagine themselves doing this indefinitely, it means the foundation is strong. The writing is engaging, the production environment is supportive, and the chemistry is alive. That's a trifecta that doesn't happen often. What really stands out, though, is the joy behind their insistence. It's not an obligation. It's genuine excitement. They laugh about it, they talk about it with a sparkle in their eyes, and they project a certainty that feels contagious. That kind of positivity spreads to the audience, making them more invested, more eager for future seasons, and more vocal in their support. The Chicken Sisters could very well become one of those rare shows that grows into a hallmark of Hallmark itself, pun intended. With actors determined to stick around, it wouldn't be surprising if it becomes a long-running staple. And when you think about it, isn't that exactly what viewers want? A series they can count on with familiar faces who still feel fresh because the cast genuinely wants to be there. That's the magic formula. So when the stars insist they want to shoot this show forever, it's not just a headline, it's the truth of how they feel. They found something that resonates, something worth holding on to. And as long as Hallmark sees the same value, fans can look forward to many more seasons of laughter, rivalry, and heartfelt storytelling with the Chicken Sisters. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.